Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, bringing you another week of New Hampshire-based artists and musicians from across a variety of genres. And we're going to open this week with, let's jump right in. This is Leaders of the Shift. Now, they've been on the show before, more than once, actually. In fact, they even played live for us on Local Outbreak. But they had a different name. They were The Shift, and now they are Leaders of the Shift. So same band, same lineup and everything, but they've got a new name. I'm going to be interviewing John Shannon from Leaders of the Shift in the very near future. So we will do another episode entirely dedicated to the band and play some of their new music and whatnot. But and we'll get to the bottom of the name change. I suspect there's another band called The Shift out there is probably what happened. But doesn't matter. I mean, they're a great band, no matter what you call them. And I'm going to play their new single for you here. This is called Steady the Gun by Leaders of the Shift. To open up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Oh, are you on the run? Oh, well, I'll steady the gun. I got a one-track mind, wanna make you mine, give it up. You're looking around. Okay, I'll steady the ground. Got time to deliver, I'll make you a believer. Oh, the music hard to define, but you're all steady decline. With the one-track mind and you let it decline. Yo, 'cause it's the end of the line. Oh baby, I'm making you mine. No time to deliberate, I know you can feel it.
New single from Leaders of the Shift. That is Steady the Gun. Great stuff to open up this week's Local Outbreak. Next up, this is Yellow Youth, and this is called Satellite Talk on Local Outbreak.
It's all animals say you gotta fight to survive. Oh, oh,
How cool is that? You didn't expect a cover of Careless Whisper by Wham to be hidden in there, did you? That was Yellow Youth. That's called Satellite Talk. Next up this week on Local Outbreak, let's keep it going. This is Peter Laz, and this track is called The Ways.
With yourself you always had. We can't save each other or heal each other's wounds, so let's admit
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Matt Connerton here from IPMNation.com. A moment ago, we heard Peter Laz, The Ways. Let's keep moving. Next up on Local Outbreak this week, this is, I like the name, Horizon 95 is the name of the project. And this is called, and this is, yes, this is electronic. As you'll know by the title, this is called Digitize. Kind of takes you on a journey, doesn't it? That's Horizon 95. The track is called Digitize. Next up on Local Outbreak, this is Arda, spelled A-R-D-A. And this is called Demon Peaks. Next up on Local Outbreak. That's Arda with Demon Peaks. Next up on Local Outbreak, Spring Disco and the Sunny Dungarees. That's the name of the project. And the song is called What Are You, Some Sort of Comedian? On Local Outbreak.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. A moment ago, we heard Spring Disco and the Sunny Dungarees with What Are You, Some Sort of Comedian? A short, very short, quick, odd track. Got to include some oddities. There's a lot of musical projects here in New Hampshire that are sort of what you might call experimental. And I would call that one of them. Up next on Local Outbreak this week, this is Vio Mire. And the name of the song is Lake Bed. Up next on Local Outbreak. IPM Nation, 100.1 The Planet.
Intertwine, sky and water, like roots to the lake bed, where sunken troubles confide, and desires are fed.
That's Vio Mire with Lake Bed. Next on Local Outbreak, this is the Landladies, and this is called Down to the River.
Lord, I can't feed the baby, mama sicking in bed. I've got a world full of worry running wild in my head. I've spent all my money just to make ends meet. I'm begging, Lord, won't you send me relief? There ain't nobody in this world who'd bet a dime on anybody like me. So I went down to the river of insufferable sins. Lord, I tried, but the water wouldn't let me come in. Too many lives have been broken. There's too much blood on my hands. There ain't no water in this world could turn me back into an innocent man. So I made up my mind to find that palace of fire. Surely the Lord's fallen angel understands my desire. He's been defiled and defeated, still he never gives in. I'll know he'll help me on my feet once again. Can no soul in this whole world but Satan understand the state that I'm in? But I went down to the fires of insufferable sin. Lord, I tried, but the devil wouldn't let me come in. Unholy trust has been broken. You don't know on which side I stand. There ain't no room among the damned for such a broken and a penitent man. I went down to the river of insufferable sins. Lord, I tried, but the water wouldn't let me come in. Too many lives have been broken. There's too much blood on my hands. Only one soul in this whole world would have me just the goddamn way that I am.
Down to the River by the Landladies. Next up, this is Skinship, and the track is called Vintage Flesh. It's going to get dark and loud.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. And we've got time for one more, which we'll get to in just a moment. Before the break, we heard Vintage Flesh with Skinship. Little dark. I warned you, though. I warned you that it was going to be dark and foreboding or dark and loud or whatever it is that I said. But before we start to wrap up, I want to remind everybody, of course, that you can find the full archive of Local Outbreak online. It is available at IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak, where we go back the full, about 8.5 years now. Geez, another year and a half, it'll be a decade. It'll be a big 10 years of Local Outbreak. My goodness. But, well, we're not there quite yet. But where does the time go? IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak. Of course, please like the Facebook page if you haven't done so already. And that's also a way that you can get in touch with us directly if you'd like to. If you have some music you would like featured on the show, perhaps you'd like to schedule an interview, perhaps you have a suggestion for someone that we should have on the show. The only real requirement is that they, to be on Local Outbreak, they have to be a New Hampshire-based artist or, maybe somebody from out of state but who has a presence here in the Granite State. Maybe they play here on a regular basis or something like that. Every once in a while, we'll kind of push the borders a little bit, maybe play somebody from Massachusetts, but for the most part, we try to keep it New Hampshire. Hence the local in Local Outbreak. So please reach out to us on Facebook. You can also send us an email directly, submissions at IPMNation.com, submissions at IPMNation.com. You can send an MP3 or a WAV file or send us a link. So we'd love to hear from you. And, of course, too, as always, I do like to thank 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Real Rock, WPNH-FM in Plymouth, New Hampshire, for continuing to carry the show and to support local music. I like to remind everybody now and again that there aren't too many FM stations that do that actually support the local music scenes in their community. And a lot of local shows have come and gone over the years on various stations. Some of them last, but a lot of them come and go, and there's fewer and fewer of them. So we are so very grateful to 100.1 The Planet for continuing to carry this show, and thank you to Lisa. She every week I send her to the show, and she loads it up, and we're just very, very grateful. So not to belabor the point, but usually I thank the planet, but every once in a while I like to just remind everybody just how much it really means in terms of what 100.1 The Planet does and the service that they're doing to the New Hampshire music scene. And, of course, thank you to everybody who supports the music scene, whether you're an active participant, whether you're an objective observer, or somewhere in between, or some combination thereof. Thank you so much for that. We're going to end this week with some hip-hop. The main artist is It's Alpha Omega, one word. It's Alpha Omega. And this track features, in addition, Ya Boy Mass and AJ Reynolds, two gentlemen. We have featured their music on the show previously. And this is the remix of the track Hate Being Sober. To finish out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Damn, I hate being sober and love drinking and we smoking for no reason. I hate being sober. She know us, cause we roll up and that doja. I hate being sober and we ain't get the party pumping, but you know what you see. And I hate being sober and they know us, but we roll up that doja. I don't got a black car with a bad rod in it. I be in the cup with a fat Dutch twisted. Mind go
going up and down, it's like a piston. Got my face tweaking like I just got twitches. Meaning, rapping, they can get the wrist slit. Fuck all the haters, they can lick the tip and drink that shit so intense that a tipsy kid to drink whiskey cannot get as ripped as this kid. What? I don't know. Never mind. What's going on in my devil mind? Got me so mad that a horn came about the side of my eye. Turn black on you every time. And you looking at the face and you looking at the place that you never want to go. Anytime I'm a flip a 9-piece and I get a 9-piece and I give you 9 pieces of looking like. Cause it sticks to you. Individual visuals of me straight ripping it in the booth. Then I do what I do to my face turning blue and then straight flow on the top like an inner tube. Homie man, what has got into you? I'll be your 007 when gripping two. Stuck in your flesh like chips government gives to you. But I don't like that shit, I don't turn on the news.
We love drinking and we smoking for no reason. I hate being sober, and she knows us. Go we roll that doja. I hate being sober, and we ain't party pumping. If no, see it. I hate being sober, and they know us. Go we roll that doja. I hate being sober. Now my leg purple in my cup. We be in the party, so you know we get puffed up. All these bitches, they try to holler, I be smoking by the pound. I came with lots of dollars, so you know it's going down. A to the L to the PHA. These niggas whack, they don't know how to play. I came to drink, please stay out my way. Too many girls, too many shots to the face. You already know what it do. So many girls don't know how to choose, so I step back, take a sip of the juice. Girl, you know I'm leaving with you. You got a fine body, slim waist. She tryna slide straight to the place. So I rolled up that doja. She kept getting closer. She say she leaving with us, cause she feeling sober. They love drinking and we smoking for no reason. I hate being sober, and she know us. Go we roll up that doja. I hate being sober, and we ain't get the party pumping. If you know what you see, I hate being sober, and they know us. Go we roll up that doja. I hate being sober.
I guess it's time to do my thing. Roll a couple blunts and pass it around like a boomerang. Do some shrooms to take, dude, it's true, I'm baked. The room will fumigate. Catch contact into your brain, come merge and choose your lane. Yeah. Come break some fish up, put it on my dick and make a hiccup. She said, mask, come snag a picture. Just make sure that you tag my Insta. Sip the liquor, split it, swish it, fill it with some green stuff. Lick a strip, I'll trip and snip the fish, I'm geeked up. Yeah, I'm turned, blunted, I love it, she chugging the perp. I'm under her skirt, I'm sucking her muffin, come fuck with a nerd. You know that I hurt, that piece of that murk. She love it, she come and she twerk. All of my chickens be making it squirt. Yeah, I'm a beast, and I make that piece of hurt. Yeah.
Sober and love drinking and we smoking for no reason. I hate being sober, and she knows us. Go we roll up that doja. I hate being sober, and we ain't get the party pumping. If you know what you see, I hate being sober, and they know us. Go we roll up that doja. I hate being sober.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.